Ladies and gentlemen, let me strip away the illusions for a moment and talk about the one thing that defines your success, your happiness, and ultimately your legacy: time. Time is the ultimate currency. It's the most precious resource you possess, yet so many squander it as if they have an endless supply. You don't. I don't. No one does. Every second that slips through your fingers is a second you'll never see again, and that's the hard truth most people refuse to face. Master your time, and you master your life. Let me be blunt, most of you aren't in control of your time. You think you're too busy running from task to task, answering emails, scrolling through social media, filling your calendar with meaningless activities. But being busy is not the same as being productive. Activity does not equal achievement. The question you should be asking yourself every day is, am I doing what truly matters? Are you pushing yourself toward the goals that define your purpose? If not, then you're wasting your time, and by extension, your life. Distractions are everywhere. Social media is a thief that steals not just your attention, but your ambition. Toxic people drain your energy and offer nothing in return. Mindless entertainment lulls you into complacency while life passes you by. If you want to win, you need to eliminate these distractions ruthlessly. Cut them off without hesitation, because they are the chains keeping you tethered to mediocrity. People often fear structure and discipline. They think it's restrictive, that it suffocates freedom. That couldn't be further from the truth. Discipline equals freedom. The man who has mastered his time through discipline owns his life. A well-structured routine doesn't cage you, it liberates you. It clears the chaos and allows you to focus entirely on what matters: your goals, your growth, and your mission. But let's not romanticize it. Success demands discomfort. There's no shortcut around the grind. You must embrace hard work, long hours, and challenges that stretch you beyond your limits. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Every second spent pushing through discomfort is a step closer to your potential. And remember, the pain of discipline is fleeting, but the pain of regret, that lasts forever. Your habits are your secret weapon. The small daily actions that may seem insignificant are what build empires over time. Every day, you're either getting closer to your goals or further away from them. There's no neutral. Make your habits work for you. Use them to create momentum. And watch as the compounding effect of consistent effort catapults you to levels of success you never thought possible. And understand this: your legacy isn't built in the big moments. It's built in the small, seemingly insignificant ones. It's in the decisions you make every single day, every single hour, every single minute. Your legacy is the sum of how you spend your time. Waste it, and you waste your potential. Use it wisely, and you'll build a life so extraordinary that it echoes long after you're gone. So what's the takeaway? Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop letting time control you. Seize it. Command it. Use every second with intent. Master your time, and you will master your life. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do about it? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get something straight. Time is not just slipping away. It's sprinting, and most people don't even realize it. You've heard it a million times. I'm busy. People wear it like a badge of honor. But let me ask you this: busy doing what? Because being busy doesn't mean you're being productive. The world is full of people who mistake activity for achievement. They fill their days with endless tasks, attend meetings that go nowhere, and chase distractions disguised as opportunities. It's an illusion, a trap, and it's stealing your life from you. The truth is, being busy is often just a way to avoid doing what truly matters. It's easier to fill your calendar with trivial tasks than to sit down and focus on the hard, uncomfortable work that actually moves the needle in your life. Checking boxes feels good, doesn't it? But ask yourself, are those boxes even worth checking? Are the hours you're spending each day aligned with your goals, your vision, your purpose? Or are you simply running in circles, mistaking motion for progress? This is where focus comes in. Focus is your weapon against the chaos of business. It's about doing less but achieving more. It's about identifying what truly matters: your health, your relationships, your financial independence, your legacy, and dedicating your time to those things with relentless intensity. But focus requires sacrifice. It means saying no to distractions, no to meaningless activities, no to people who drain your energy and add nothing to your life. And let me tell you, most people are too afraid to say no. They'd rather stay busy than make the tough decisions that lead to freedom. Distractions are everywhere, and they're designed to keep you trapped. Social media, endless notifications, binge-worthy shows, they're all vying for your attention, and every second you give them is a second you'll never get back. You have to be ruthless. Cut them out, unfollow the noise, turn off the distractions, stop letting the trivial steal your time, because every moment you waste is a moment you rob from your future. Now, Let's talk about the deeper fear. Some people stay busy because they fear discipline. They see structure as a prison, but they couldn't be more wrong. Discipline is not restrictive, it's liberating. The person who has mastered their time through discipline owns their life. A daily routine isn't boring. It's the foundation for freedom. When you control your time, you control your destiny. You create space to focus on what truly matters without the chaos of uncertainty pulling you in 1,000 directions. And yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Success doesn't come to those who avoid hard work. It comes to those who embrace the grind. It comes to those who are willing to do what others won't. The path to mastering your time and your life isn't easy. It's riddled with challenges, setbacks, and sacrifices. But every second spent on meaningful, growth-oriented work is an investment in your future self. It's the discomfort today that builds the freedom of tomorrow. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. The small, seemingly insignificant actions you take each day are what determine your long-term success. Habits compound over time. They either work for you or against you. The man who spends an hour a day learning, growing, and pushing himself forward will, over time, outpace the one who spends that same hour scrolling through his phone. Success isn't built in a day, it's built in the consistent actions repeated daily. And let me leave you with this: your life is measured in moments. Your legacy is built in the minutes, not the years. Stop waiting for the right time, because there is no such thing. The right time is now. The clock is ticking, and every second you waste is a second you can never get back. You don't master your life by accident. You master it by mastering your time. Every minute, every hour, every day. The question is, are you ready to take control? Are you ready to seize every second and use it to create the life you've always dreamed of? Because that's what it takes. Master your time, and you'll master your life. The choice is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cut through the noise and get to the core of what matters most in life: your priorities. Everyone talks about success, happiness, and living a meaningful life, but the reality is none of that is possible without mastering the art of prioritization. Most people live their lives like a scattered hurricane of tasks and obligations, desperately trying to juggle everything at once. But here's the truth: you can't do it all. Life is a game of trade-offs, and your success depends entirely on what you choose to prioritize. Your time is finite. Every single day, you wake up with 24 hours, and once they're gone forever. The question you should ask yourself isn't, what can I fit into my day? But rather, what deserves my time today? Because not all tasks are created equal. Some things matter more than others, and identifying those key priorities is the first step toward mastering your time and ultimately your life. It's about knowing what's essential and giving it your full, undivided attention. But let me tell you, this isn't easy. We live in a world that's constantly competing for our attention. Notifications pinging, people demanding, deadlines looming. It's chaos, and the chaos will swallow you whole if you let it. Prioritizing means stepping back, taking control, and asking yourself the hard questions. Does this align with my goals? Is this moving me closer to the life I want, or is it just filling the time? Too many people prioritize based on urgency instead of importance. They get caught up putting out fires, responding to crises, and handling what's loudest, not what's most meaningful. But let me be clear, urgency is a trap. What's urgent today is often irrelevant tomorrow. The most successful people prioritize not by what screams for their attention, but by what truly matters in the long run. They focus on the big picture, on the tasks and goals that will have a lasting impact. To prioritize effectively, you have to make tough choices. And yes, it's going to involve saying no, a lot. No to distractions. No to things that don't align with your vision. No to people who pull you off course. Saying no isn't selfish, it's necessary. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that could change your life. It's not just about managing your time, it's about protecting it, guarding it like the treasure it is. The beauty of prioritizing is that it forces you to clarify what you truly want. When you know your priorities, decision-making becomes simpler. You don't waste time waffling or overthinking because you're guided by a clear sense of purpose. Prioritization isn't just a skill, it's a mindset. It's the willingness to put first things first, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Prioritizing requires discipline. It's not enough to make a list of what matters. You have to act on it every day. You must make deliberate choices to spend your time on the things that align with your priorities. It's not glamorous. It's not always fun, but it's how you win. Because success isn't built on luck or talent alone. It's built on consistent effort directed toward the right things. Let me remind you of this: the clock is ticking. You don't have forever to figure this out. Every moment you waste on the unimportant is a moment stolen from what truly matters. Your life isn't measured by how many things you checked off your to-do list. It's measured by the impact you made, the goals you achieved, and the legacy you built. And all of that begins with mastering the power of priorities. So stop letting life happen to you. Take control. Decide what matters, commit to it, and let everything else fall away. Master your priorities and you'll master your time. Master your time and you'll master your life. The choice is yours. Distractions are the silent killers of dreams, and most people don't even realize how much they are sabotaging their own lives. Every ping, every notification, every mindless scroll on your phone is stealing your future right out from under you. It's subtle, almost invisible, but make no mistake, it's happening. Distractions don't announce themselves with sirens and flashing lights. They creep in quietly, taking a few seconds here, a few minutes there, until hours, days, even years of your life have been consumed by things that add no value whatsoever. The harsh truth is that distractions aren't just inconveniences, they are thieves. They rob you of your focus, your energy, and your time, the very resources you need to achieve anything worthwhile. Think about it. How many times have you started a task only to find yourself sidetracked by a notification? You tell yourself, it'll just take a second. But that second turns into minutes, then hours, and before you know it, the day is gone and you've achieved nothing significant. This is the cost of distraction, and it's a cost far too many people are willing to pay. The first step to eliminating distractions is recognizing them for what they are: obstacles to your success. Social media is one of the biggest culprits. Endless scrolling, liking, commenting. It feels like connection, but it's not. It's a black hole that sucks away your time and energy without giving anything of real value in return. Toxic people are another major distraction. These are the individuals who bring drama, negativity, and unnecessary complications into your life. They're not helping you grow, they're holding you back. And let's not forget mindless entertainment, the binge-worthy shows, the viral videos, the endless rabbit holes of the internet. All of these distractions have one goal: to keep you hooked, to keep you consuming instead of creating, reacting instead of acting. You must eliminate these distractions ruthlessly, without hesitation or compromise. This is not a negotiation, it's a declaration of war. Start by taking control of your environment. Your phone doesn't have to buzz every time someone likes a post. Turn off notifications for anything that isn't essential. Better yet, set boundaries for when and how you use your devices. If you don't control your technology, it will control you. Your circle of influence is equally important. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. Cut out the toxic relationships that drain your energy and pull you away from your goals. This isn't about being cold or uncaring. It's about protecting your time and mental space for the things that truly matter. Even your physical environment plays a role. Clutter and chaos breed distraction. Create a workspace that's clean, organized, and designed for focus. Remove anything that doesn't serve a purpose. A minimalist environment leads to a minimalist mind, and a minimalist mind can focus with laser-like precision on what truly matters. Eliminating distractions is not a one-time event, it's a daily battle. Distractions will keep coming, and it's your job to guard your time with unwavering vigilance. Remember, every time you allow a distraction to take over, you're making a choice. You're choosing to let something meaningless take precedence over your goals, your growth, and your dreams. You can't afford to be casual about this. Time is not infinite, and every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Be ruthless. Be relentless. Guard your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Eliminate distractions, and you'll discover a level of focus, clarity, and productivity you never thought possible. This is how you reclaim your time and ultimately your life. Discipline is a concept that many misunderstand. People often view it as a restriction, a rigid structure that limits freedom and spontaneity. But the truth is, discipline is the very thing that creates freedom. Without it, your life is chaotic, aimless, and reactive. Discipline is the tool that allows you to take control of your time, your energy, and your destiny. It is not a cage. It is the key that unlocks the door to achieving everything you've ever wanted. Think about this: every great achievement, every monumental success has discipline at its core. Whether it's an athlete training for years to win a championship, an entrepreneur building an empire, or an artist perfecting their craft, the common thread is discipline. They didn't stumble upon success by accident. They showed up day in and day out, consistently putting in the work, even when they didn't feel like it, even when it was hard, even when it seemed easier to quit. That's the power of discipline. It transforms potential into reality. Discipline isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about creating systems and routines that remove decision fatigue and allow you to focus on what matters most. Every time you rely on willpower to make a choice, you drain your mental energy. But when you have discipline, when you've built habits and routines, you don't have to think about what to do. You just do it. This is where freedom comes in. Discipline frees your mind from the chaos of indecision. It gives you the clarity and focus to direct your energy toward your goals. Let's be honest, discipline is not glamorous. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's sticking to your plan when temptations are calling your name. It's doing the hard, unexciting, repetitive work that no one sees or applauds. But this is where the magic happens. It's in the grind, in the consistency, in the moments when you push through discomfort and keep going. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. The irony is people who lack discipline often think they're free because they do whatever they want, whenever they want. But is that really freedom? Or is it just a lack of control? Without discipline, your time is at the mercy of distractions, your energy is scattered, and your goals are nothing more than wishful thinking. True freedom comes from knowing that you're in control of your life. It's the ability to set a goal and work toward it relentlessly without being derailed by laziness, procrastination, or excuses. Discipline also creates freedom in unexpected ways. When you're disciplined with your health, you're free from the limitations of illness and fatigue. When you're disciplined with your finances, you're free from the stress of debt and financial insecurity. When you're disciplined with your time, you're free to pursue the things that truly matter to you. Discipline doesn't take away freedom, it expands it. It removes the barriers that hold you back and gives you the power to design your life on your terms. It's not easy, it never will be, but that's the point. Discipline is a choice you make every single day. It's not something you're born with, it's something you build. And the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're reinforcing your ability to take control of your life. It's a skill, a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows with use. So if you want freedom, real freedom, the kind that lets you wake up every day knowing you're living life on your own terms, start with discipline. Build the habits, stick to the routines, and do the work. Because in the end, discipline is what creates the life you've always dreamed of. It's not a limitation, it's liberation. Discipline equals freedom, and freedom is everything. Discomfort is the price of greatness. It's the barrier that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Yet most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort at all costs. They chase ease, convenience, and instant gratification, thinking that happiness lies in the absence of struggle. But let me tell you something, the path to success is anything but comfortable. Discomfort is not the enemy, it's the teacher. It's the forge where greatness is crafted. And if you want to achieve anything extraordinary, you must learn to embrace it. The truth is, growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you're comfortable, you're stagnant. Progress requires you to step outside of what's familiar and face challenges head on. It's in the discomfort of pushing your limits, of failing and trying again, of confronting your fears that you discover who you really are and what you're truly capable of. Success doesn't come from staying in your safe zone. It comes from pushing yourself to do what's hard, what's scary, and what others are unwilling to do. Think about it. Every breakthrough in history, every leap forward was born out of discomfort. The athlete pushing through grueling training to break records. The entrepreneur risking everything to turn an idea into reality. The artist pouring their soul into their craft despite rejection and doubt. None of these people found success in comfort. They found it in the pain of discipline, the fear of failure, and the relentless pursuit of their vision. They embrace discomfort as a necessary part of the process. Discomfort teaches resilience. It forces you to adapt, to think creatively, and to find strength you didn't know you had. When you embrace discomfort, you build the mental toughness to face life's challenges without crumbling. You learn that pain is temporary, but the rewards of perseverance are lasting. Every time you push through discomfort, you're not just achieving a goal, you're becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable. But let's not sugarcoat it. Embracing discomfort isn't easy. It means waking up earlier than you want to, working harder than you think you can, and enduring setbacks that test your resolve. It's painful, it's frustrating, it's exhausting, but that's what makes it worthwhile. Discomfort is what weeds out the half-hearted and leaves only the truly committed standing. It's the crucible that refines you into the best version of yourself. The world tells you to seek comfort, to follow the path of least resistance, to take it easy. But comfort is a trap. It lulls you into complacency, robs you of your potential, and leaves you wondering years later why you didn't achieve what you were capable of. Discomfort, on the other hand, is honest. It shows you exactly where you need to grow, exactly what you need to overcome, and exactly how far you can go if you're willing to endure it. So stop running from discomfort. Stop avoiding the hard conversations, the challenging tasks, the scary decisions. Lean into it. Seek it out. Make discomfort your ally, not your enemy. Because every time you choose to embrace discomfort, you're choosing growth. You're choosing to get stronger, smarter, and better. You're choosing to separate yourself from the masses who settle for mediocrity. Success isn't handed to you. It's earned through sweat, struggle, and sacrifice. It's earned by those who are willing to face the discomfort, embrace the grind, and keep going no matter how tough it gets. Discomfort is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're on the right one. It's the proof that you're challenging yourself, pushing your limits, and striving for something greater. Remember, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. The discomfort you endure today is the foundation for the freedom, success, and fulfillment you'll enjoy tomorrow. So embrace the discomfort. Lean into the struggle, because on the other side of it lies the life you've always wanted. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They are the small, seemingly insignificant actions that you repeat daily, often without even realizing it. But here's the catch: these small actions are not insignificant. They are the foundation upon which your entire life is built. Every habit you form, whether good or bad, has a compounding effect. Over time, these habits become the driving force behind your successes or your failures. This is the multiplier effect of habits, and once you understand it, you'll realize the immense power they hold over your future. The beauty and the danger of habits lie in their subtlety. A single choice might feel inconsequential in the moment. Skipping one workout, staying up late one night, or scrolling on your phone instead of reading a book might seem harmless. But when repeated consistently, these small decisions create patterns that shape the trajectory of your life. A habit repeated over time compounds, it grows, it multiplies its impact. And whether that impact is positive or negative depends entirely on the habits you choose to nurture. Good habits are like planting seeds in fertile soil. At first, the progress is invisible. You water the soil, tend to it daily, and it seems like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, the roots are taking hold. Over time, those roots grow stronger, and eventually the first sprout emerges. From there, growth accelerates, and the once tiny seed becomes a towering tree. This is how habits work. At first, the results are barely noticeable, but with consistency, they compound into extraordinary outcomes. The same is true for bad habits, but in reverse, they're like small cracks in a dam. Initially, the damage seems minor, barely worth addressing. But with each repetition, the crack grows larger, weakening the entire structure. Eventually, the dam collapses and the consequences are catastrophic. Bad habits may seem harmless in isolation, but over time they erode your potential, stealing opportunities and undermining your success. This is why habits are so powerful. They don't just add to your life, they multiply their effects exponentially. A single habit like reading for 30 minutes a day doesn't just improve your knowledge, it creates opportunities, builds confidence, and expands your perspective. Similarly, a habit like procrastination doesn't just delay one task. It builds a mindset of avoidance, reduces productivity, and leads to missed opportunities. The key to harnessing the multiplier effect of habits is consistency. It's not about making massive changes overnight. It's about committing to small, sustainable actions and sticking with them. Success doesn't come from a single, monumental effort. It comes from the accumulation of small, consistent wins over time. The magic is in the repetition, in showing up every day and doing the work, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. To truly master the power of habits, you must be intentional. You must decide which habits will serve you and which will sabotage you. Then you must design your environment and your routines to support the habits you want to cultivate. This might mean setting a regular schedule, removing temptations, or finding accountability. Whatever it takes, the goal is to make your good habits automatic and your bad habits difficult. The beauty of habits is that they eventually work without effort. At first, building a new habit takes discipline and focus. It requires conscious effort and willpower. But over time, as the habit becomes ingrained, it becomes effortless. It becomes a part of who you are. And that's when the real magic happens. Your habits begin working for you, multiplying their impact and propelling you toward your goals with less resistance. The multiplier effect of habits is one of the most powerful forces in your life. It's always working, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are your habits working for you or against you? Are they pushing you closer to your goals or pulling you further away? The choice is yours. Build the right habits and you'll unlock a compounding effect that transforms your life in ways you never imagined. Legacy is built in the minutes, not in grand gestures or fleeting moments of glory. It is not the result of one monumental act, but the accumulation of countless small decisions made consistently over time. Each minute of your life is an opportunity, a chance to add another brick to the foundation of your legacy. Yet, so many people squander these moments, oblivious to the fact that the minutes they waste are the building blocks of the story they leave behind. Legacy isn't something you create at the end of your life. It's something you shape every single day with every choice you make. Think about how you spend your minutes. Are you deliberate, intentional, and focused? Or do you let them slip away, consumed by distractions, laziness, or procrastination? Every minute matters because every minute is a chance to define who you are and what you stand for. You don't have to change the world in a single moment, but you do have to show up, commit, and take action consistently. That's how legacies are forged, not in one heroic act, but in the steady, relentless pursuit of excellence. Consider the greatest achievers in history. Their legacies weren't built overnight. They were crafted minute by minute, day by day, through effort, discipline, and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. The athlete who trains in solitude, the entrepreneur who grinds through long hours, the artist who owns their craft. These individuals understand that every minute is a building block. They know that what they do in the quiet, unseen moments is what ultimately shapes their legacy. It's not about waiting for the perfect time or the perfect opportunity. It's about making the most of every single moment. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Money can be earned, relationships can be repaired. But once a minute is gone, it's gone forever. And that's why it's so precious. The minutes you spend on meaningless distractions, on activities that don't align with your goals, are minutes stolen from your legacy. When you waste time, you're not just losing a moment. You're losing a piece of the story you could have written. You're letting the chance to create something extraordinary slip through your fingers. Building a legacy requires clarity and focus. You have to know what you want to stand for, what impact you want to make, and then align your actions with that vision. It's about prioritizing what matters most, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about making the choice every single minute to do what's right over what's easy, to pursue greatness over mediocrity. These choices might seem small in the moment, but over time, they compound into something far greater than the sum of their parts. It's easy to think that legacy is about fame, fortune, or recognition, but it's not. True legacy is about impact. It's about how you make people feel, the lessons you pass on, and the values you embody. It's the ripple effect of your actions, the way your life influences others long after you're gone. And the way to create that kind of impact is by showing up fully in each moment, by treating each minute as an opportunity to make a difference, no matter how small. There will be distractions, challenges, and temptations to waste your time, but you have to rise above them. You have to guard your minutes fiercely because they are the currency of your legacy. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to have it all figured out. What you need is the commitment to keep showing up, to keep making progress, and to keep building 1 minute at a time. Legacy is not reserved for the privileged or the famous. It's available to anyone who is willing to use their time wisely and live with purpose. Whether you're a parent, a teacher, a leader, or a friend, the way you spend your minutes matters. It's in those minutes that you teach, inspire, and uplift. It's in those minutes that you create a life that others will remember and draw strength from. So don't wait for a big moment to start building your legacy. Start now. Use this minute and the next, and the one after that to live intentionally, to pursue your goals, and to create something meaningful. Because in the end, your legacy isn't built in the future. It's built in the minutes you choose to own right now. Mastering your time is not just a skill. It's the foundation of mastering your entire life. Every moment you control, every distraction you eliminate, every disciplined choice you make, and every discomfort you embrace compounds into the legacy you leave behind. Time is the most valuable asset you have, and how you use it determines who you become and what you achieve. So take ownership of your minutes, build powerful habits, and refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. When you learn to master your time, you take the reins of your destiny and unlock the freedom to live the life you were meant to live. The question is simple. Will you let time control you, or will you become the master of your time and through it, the master of your life? The choice is yours, and it starts right now.